After some extensive combing through of statistics, this is the first time that Snax has ever played against his former organization.
Okay, well, let's go. A lot on the line in that regard. So much history between himself and Virtus.pro, of course, but we can't dwindle on that because right now, or dawdle, should I say, we got a pistol round live and Norbert blows the head right off of Volt. Snax has a response, though.
And again, Norbert the Space Taker, so often 4VP, he's only gone and done it again. And goodness me, players hiding in smokes, trying their best to stay alive. Snax there really was trying his best and somehow managed to fall away. Bullets being peppered through those smokes almost took him down, but he'll get away with it. And it will be a 4v4 retake. But again, something we hate. No kit on this CT pistol retake.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be making life a bit more challenging. That bomb nearly halfway gone already. GamerLegion just looking for players at this point. They're trying to figure out where Virtus.pro have positioned themselves in the post plant and ensure they get a kill. But there's still so much work to be done. Frags breaking out left, right, and center. Someone has to get on that defuse right now. Needs to be stuck. Time already gotten out of their hands. And the pistol round will be opened up here by Virtus.pro.
And finished off by Jame. It was a bit manic, a bit mad, but no worries in the end for VP. The clock was the issue, and especially on a map like Ancient, right? If you have a smoke kit available, get that smoke on the bomb if it's planted, and with that particular pillar on the B bomb site, I feel like you can just stick it and have a pretty decent chance of just nabbing the round purely off of that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Also at this level, when you die, it's more often than not a headshot, so you don't really need to invest as much into Kevlar. Snax, well, I mean, this guy, he's just in love with the auto shotty, man. It's his go-to. Even here in the eco round, he's decided to buy it up.
My blood has fully forced in while none of his teammates have. But I guess he looks at it as if to say, well, if I can get 2 kills, I've paid it off.
Yeah, but I mean, that's so heavily reliant on the success.
I know.
And if they don't come your way, then, I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world to save the auto shotty. We saw him using it in towards Jaguar yesterday to good effect.
Honestly, it brings back so many memories for me of Snax just constantly buying the Mag 7 on Cobblestone and playing long with it. Or mid, all those mid doors, of course, and I think there's one famous clip against the old NIP where he just killed, like, what was it, I think, Exist Forest and all the lot. A ridiculous triple kill, and in that way, it completely turned the round. But I don't think this round's going to be turned, I'm afraid.
I feel like Ships is the new shotgun god as well with
yes,
the Mag 7
Ships
half wall
with the Mag
Inferno.
7. Yes, exactly. We've casted way too much of Ships doing ungodly things mid-air with a shotgun. So, yeah, shout out to the Bulgarian homie.
Virtus.pro have planted that bomb on the B site. They've completely cleared out that side of the map, and they're hunting for these USPs right now. Maybe not entirely necessary. They could run into some trouble with that shotgun as well. I guess both Fame and Jame wouldn't mind going on a bit of an explorative mission here to see if they can find some kills with these SMGs. Question is, how far do they extend? And the answer is not too much, but enough to find some blood.
Some extra money for Jame. We'll definitely go in for more. There we go. Heals down, and Snax obviously trying his best to save. Will he get taken down? He won't. So fair enough. I mean, he saves it through to the next round anyway, and it gives him a viable weapon into the gun round at least. So I understand the thought process to at least commit to the save if no one finds him. But of course, he is a little bit, I guess, hamstrung somewhat if he's on a retake at some point in this big gun round.
One of the problems for Virtus.pro is the fact that neither Fame nor Mia have really pitched up at this event in the way that you would expect out of them. Still a long way to go, considering the fact that they are the favorites here. Not according to Bogdan, though. I wonder who he had as favorites. Maybe Monty?
I would say so, yeah. I would agree with that one. But yeah, it's interesting to see what different staff and players think about this tournament. And I'll tell you what Volt thinks. I think he's annoyed that he's lost 60 health from that Molotov. Volt's been the main point for GamerLegion, a team that struggles for firepower. Volt has tried to take up as much of that mantle as possible. And it's like they're going to be going for a double swing into Cave, and that's a brilliant clear of Jame. And they have control of that now. Flick can't afford to reface with the Mac 10.
Yeah, and they knew that Norbert was there. His gun barrel was spotted. Oh. That's why Kios pushes forward with such conviction. Sprays him down through the smoke. Norbert, none the wiser, just loses his life out. And the gun round here for GamerLegion looking really good. Trying to get themselves on the board. Virtus.pro, well, they would have only played Ancient up until this point at the event so far. Ancient against MIBR and Ancient against 3D Max as well. So All 3 maps played so far on this very map.
Yeah, he's got a BO3 this time, otherwise VP would be 1 map merchants in this event. But when I say that, you have to say, at least that game against MIBR showed teams in this event that they are very beatable.
Yeah.
MIBR could even be a factor for the tournament victory. Snack trying to do something with the XM, and actually the damage done by Isaac helps out a lot. Nicely done by GamerLegion, and it forces Mia to try and look for damage, but he's betwixt in between what he really wants to do.
Yeah, not even a single kill in the round here for Virtus.pro, and I'm not sure Mia's going to be able to save this AK either. They're going to be hunting for him right now. Has been able to tuck himself in the corner. Snacks will fall, and Mia will carry the AK through, so at least they have a rifle to play with, but GamerLegion are on the board.
Yeah, and a great start as well to win it with all majority of their players up as well. And chaos, yeah, that was a brilliant clear of Cave. Taking that map control back, trying to force VP back into their hidey holes. As we saw, Norbert was given no chance in that position. Gun Barrel betrayed him.
Norbert's been phenomenally impressive so far here at the LAN event.
I love
as
him.
well.
I love him.
I'd actually say he's been the best player on Virtus.pro so far. Jame does have a slightly higher rating, but we talk about impact, I think Norbert's the man.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because if you looked a bit deeper into the numbers, you would say, what the hell? Norbert? What's he been doing, really? But if you've been watching the games, you'll realize some of the singular rounds where he has so much impact is insane. And his play style, of course, that Yumi brought up on the desk, that creates so much space with the other stars of VP. It's insane how much work he can do. And that AWP clip, I think, will be one of the, I think it was an AWP quad kill, I believe, will be one of the clips of the tournament, I believe.
He's really been able to settle into the team now. No more volatility, no more questions about his position in the squad. He's been able to build that foundation. That certainly boded well for his confidence. As we are going to see a bit of aggression coming through towards ramp right now. It's exactly what Jame is waiting for. Posted on the angle, blood drawn, but there's a lot more where that came from for GamerLegion.
Thankfully, 3 players on the site, as you mentioned, but unfortunately, Flit will already find Chaos. Snacks is so very screwed. He's helped out by acoR, but it's going to be very hard for acoR to hold any more. Thankfully gets 2. Honestly, that is the best he could have possibly done in that scenario. It puts Isaac into a 1 versus 2, but no kit on this retake. He's going to have to sprint at it, and it's Mir and Jame to face.
Yeah, it's going to be so difficult for him to make something of this. I'm not sure if there's a kit on the site here potentially for him to recover, which would certainly make this a lot more doable. Going to compromise his position as well. Jame on the angle, that's his second frag. He opens up the round and he finishes it off as well. Great job. And I love the fact, you know, he gets that opening kill and you can see immediately the cogs start to turn. They realize, okay, here's our moment to pounce. They were never prepared for 3 players to still be on that bomb site, but there was a bit of miscoordination or something because the player gets killed from cave right while he's watching ramp. He doesn't have his back being covered, and that unraveled the entire setup.
It's those small little factors for GamerLegion which I feel like has caused them so many of their issues as of late. Of course, ever since they lost their true star in Imma, someone has had to take up that mantle, and it's the worst part about it, of course, is they got gutted of their 2 main pieces, the IGL as well.
I think Volt saw that and he's like, listen, Ime did such a good job with the Romanian flag. I'm just going to switch over to that as well now. Because obviously he had the British flag before when he was playing for Into the Breach.
Yeah.
Now on HLTV, he's got the Romanian one, Romanian power. And I mean, his numbers have elevated since then. So it's got to be some sort of source in there he's working with.
Perhaps. But can't all be one player, and the firepower problem has always been a problem for GamerLegion ever since then. Kioz and Isaac, not really the players you expect to have to call on all the time. But Isaac, of course, had to step up into the shoes. Fortunately, it's been pretty difficult for this roster. And right now, they are kind of living off of their world ranking from that major performance by still having the core of the roster intact. And I get the impression it could be a bit of a free fall to come. I can only hope it's not the case in their instance. I've always been a fan of this roster and this organization. I've housed so many good players over the years, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember the Scream and Existence roster back in the day.
Sure. It's going to be very difficult for them to maintain this position, as you say, with their rankings.
Can they maintain this round? Unfortunately, they've rotated off A
at
the worst given moment. They've gone for some intel on mid instead, and VP could be about to burst toward A at the worst possible time for Isaac.
Well, that smoke does bloom just in time. Means VP are going to have to go through the smoke. The flash is good. Isaac trying to get himself onto the bomb site, but they now know exactly where he is. There's no support anywhere near for him. He goes down, and that's probably just the end of the round here for GamerLegion, especially looking at their economic position. They've got no choice but to head for the hills.
It's awkward to watch from Isaac there. Getting caught on the wall, he tries to get past that smoke to play behind the default box, at least give him a headshot angle to work with. One you see so many CT anchors get a good amount of kills from. We couldn't get there soon enough, and once he was put off a little bit by that movement not going how he wanted it to go, couldn't find either of the players he was having a duel with. VP, slow and steady wins the race for them as always, kind of their protocol. Been speeding it up a little bit in CS2, but again, another slow round that GamerLegion just lose one pick-off of and have to fall away from.
Yeah, I was wondering what the gamble rotation was brought upon there from GamerLegion, what really inspired them to completely depart that A bomb site. Unfortunately for them, the incorrect read cost them the round. At least they're able to keep majority of their players alive, so they'll still have some firepower. I don't think we're going to see them fully invest here around the guns they've carried through. It would make sense just to save their money, guarantee a full buy in the next round, and still have a few pieces of the puzzle to work with here in the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah, VP, maybe it was a minor surprise that we've gone back to Ancient once again. They're 3rd of 3 in this tournament. But GamerLegion have not had the best of runs on it lately. Their 3 in CS2 have all been losses against FaZe and IBR, of course, and 3D Max in this tournament. Of course, the fact remains that GamerLegion are technically the only team in World CS to have beaten FaZe in CS2 in that BO1, opening BO1 in Sydney in overtime, but that is the only blemish on that FaZe profile, and right now it seems to be the best result on GamerLegion's at the moment.
Also, yeah, on the permaban of Virtus.pro, so it was never going to feature here in this series.
Exactly.
Virtus.pro happy to just fall back and take their time here in the round, posting up on angles, waiting to see if there's any aggression they can punish. They have been able to get flit through the double doors. He's got control of lane, and they found out where that AWP is positioned as well, so they can start to rotate and respond accordingly.
Ooh, keoR's has to do the fighting here because his mate acoR is stuck in the corner with the AWP, and he'll go down with nothing. At least keoR's did get one, but Flit's already so far through Jaguar into Cave. Volt wasn't ready for it, and it's a slow start for Volt in these opening few rounds. Another man advantage for VP that should push them to a bomb plant, and then a 5th.
Yeah, as you say, slow start for Volt, which is a problem for GamerLegion. He has been their most reliable player across the 4 maps he's played in the event so far. He has a whopping 1.18 rating, so they're certainly going to need him to pitch up if they're going to stand any chance. Non-negotiable.
Save for GamerLegion there. At least we're going to be able to grab that AWP, and Snax will keep it through to the next round. Of course, used to AWP in the old days for the organisation he's playing against right now for the first time. First time he's gone up against his former org. How many incredible AWP plays did we used to see from Snax back in the day?
Was
with that AWP and the Tech 9. Yeah,
alongside Pasha.
Pasha would do it, the majority. I think all of them switched around, of course, because they were together for so long. Roles were switched very often. Remember, Neo did it for a bit as well.
Oof, I don't think many people remember that for good reason. Just trying to think back, there was a team that Snax did actually kind of main AWP for a period. I think it might have been in the Mouse days. He was in the team for a few months only, but I'm pretty sure he was actually AWPing back then.
Yeah, he's been spending a lot of time, of course, in those Polish mixed teams in Tier 2 as well before he got this call up to GamerLegion. I like the choice from GamerLegion. I really thought it was a cool little factor. I mean, as we saw yesterday, Snax can pop up with some very impactful frags in big rounds still, playing just purely off of his own persona and cheekiness, like flashing for himself and so. Big rounds won thanks to him. Even now, the days of where, of course, he's 30 years old, which is just scary to think about. It's not old, 30 by any means is not old, but you of course remember him in his young days doing so much ridiculous work.
It's quite crazy to think Roy turned 30 the other day when you compare them side by side. Just shows you, it's not one of those things you can just look at objectively. You need to kind of consider the context either way. Snax is able to make his way forward and get an opening kill for his team. Good to see the proactivity here from GamerLegion, not giving Virtus.pro the same control and space that they've had to work with before.
Norbert, though, the space taker, trying to use this smoke to take that space. And the CT smoke is going to betray Snacks.
Oh!
That's unfortunate. Kios, oh, he has a nade out in mid. And Mir punishes that one. 3v3. This is a round GamerLegion can't afford to let slip here.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially considering the fact they get that opening kill down 5-1 at the moment. Volt has shifted himself into a forward position. Time is ticking away now for Virtus.pro. They're going to have to get a move on. A couple players in towards middle. I wonder what angle acoR has right now. Can he spot them as they jump up to the ledge?
Ooh.
Well, not going to be there any longer.
I think Volt shoulder peeked out VP there. Has some information.
Oh, they're going A though, Trav. They pulled up the handbrake.
Smoke. Wow. A fake smoke with 17 seconds. Now that has just got VP written all over it, hasn't it? Isaac has to hide behind the box and get at least one. Yeah, don't pull out any utility, my friend. Just keep your gun out and try and get a duel. But Jame finds him straight away. It's basically the first angle he clears. Unbelievable. And now acoR and Volt, they're on a late rotation to the opposite side of the map. And I think they might realize time's not on their favor either.
I think they need to have a crack at this 2 versus 3. Isaac would realize he damaged Jame a little bit there, but because they haven't had anything offered up to them, they walked ahead for the hills. Someone pressed tab, they saw the money, they realized, okay, if we keep both guns alive, you know, Kios can afford to buy for himself, Isaac can as well, so kind of just got to call it a day, but that's a really rough round for GamerLegion to lose. Got that opening kill, had good control. Virtus.pro with the good little fake over towards the B side, pull the handbrake up, shift themselves towards the opposite side of the map. Isaac could have won that round if he was at least able to get a kill, but unfortunately was not realized. And with that, Virtus.pro continue their strong start.
Way too good from VP. And we expected it. I got the impression that after the BO1s, I think heading into the BO3s, Norbert said they were there very early, already prepping, which is impressive, to be honest. Ash and Dastan calling the shots.
Yeah. Of course, GamerLegion played a pretty late game yesterday against 3D Max to round out the day.
While 3 of them were apparently semi-dead, according to Bogdan.
His words.
His words.
But he did also mention that they're feeling better today, so
yes,
that's always good. We're happy to hear that. Want them to be in their best condition coming into this all-important game. Winner through to the semi-finals. Loser eliminated.
Indeed. What kind of magical goings-on must be in Ash's notebook? Only he can know. GamerLegion are going to have to find it.
All right, well, they're starting to run out of time now. Of course, you can get a lot of work done on the T side of Ancient, but they need at least, I'm thinking like bare minimum 4 rounds for GamerLegion on the CT side. As we do see Snacks feeling a lot of pressure very early on, completely blinded up, but they don't actually clear the corner. Snacks only good for the one trade, comes through from Fame, and now GamerLegion are going to be in retake territory. They haven't successfully retaken any of these rounds so far, and Fame along with Flit will deny them. 2 quick kills, locks in the round for VP.
Oh, the phrase dynamic duo, I'm sure, is used a bit too much, but they truly are sometimes. Playing off the back of each other, pushing deep. GamerLegion didn't even realize they were in those positions, and Volt won't even be allowed to escape. VP are 1 step ahead of GamerLegion at every given moment here.
Yeah, well, let's just look at the numbers, man. You got 5 kills on Snacks. That's 8 with Isaac, 11, 50. They've got 16 kills. Maybe adding one more to the tally here, but 16 kills, and we're about to have played 8 rounds. Oh, goodbye, Mia. Add one more. But the fact of the matter is, they're averaging around 2 kills a round right now on GamerLegion. And that's never going to be enough to be competitive.
Especially not on a CT side, especially not when VP's around. Flit will finish it off. One of your heroes, I guess you could say, in CS2 at this point.
Absolutely.
A man that I think a lot of us are thinking maybe even should be considered among some of the best right now in this new era of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and, you know, played against some high-level opposition as well, beating out, you know, Heroic. They've beaten Monty twice as well. Furia narrowly lost out to Cloud9, so those numbers come off some really good results.
Yeah, just a shame for GamerLegion in that previous round, of course. They weren't aware of the deep push through into the back of the B-bomb site. Caught out acoR, just holding a line, waiting for a smoke to fade. Worried about the smoke being broken, of course.
No.
And Isaac, oh, it never rains, but it pours for VP. And right now, GamerLegion, they're just really struggling. And VP are raining all over them, as you can see.
Beautiful flashes being thrown there by Jame. Double flash, Norbert peeks off the second one. That's his second kill. Flitters in the back lines as well, just making sure he maintains some control in towards middle. It's a leg shot there from acoR. Will at least connect on the dome. Might finish off what he started onto Flitz. Snacks will activate from A main. Okay, we're cooking here all of a sudden. GamerLegion have a chance in the retake. They haven't had much going for them in any of these post plants so far, but now Snacks has to clutch up 1v2. No further utility. He does have a kit to work with, but how does he even isolate or force these fights right now? Bomb plants in the open, and Jame says no.
Yeah, Jame, very smart there. I mean, obviously peeking straight away. You might think, oh, wait for the 5-4-3-2-1 before you finally swing, but he peeks as soon as Snacks taps it, which obviously is when Snacks maybe is still looking at the bomb itself or trying to adjust his crosshair to the angle into Donut, and Jame gives him no time to react. Beautifully done, and GamerLegion just cannot get a handle hold right now.
It was a rough position that Isaac put himself in towards there in A main as well, because it's such a 50-50 spot. You've always got that nagging feeling in the back of your mind of, what if they come from this angle? You're looking one way, you kind of feel inclined to check back the other direction, and the timing just works out against you completely. Snacks now with the auto shotty is sent into another dimension. Man, VP looking so well drilled right now against GamerLegion.
This right now is feeling very free for VP.
I mean, remember,
go ahead.
When they played against 3D Max on the Snap yesterday, they got that 10-2 halftime scoreline on their T side.
Okay, here we go. Pistol for acoR, MP9 for Volt. The HE will come flying over by Norbert. Recovers it into the 3v3, and of course the HP on acoR is so rough after tapping down Mir with that P250. Bomb will go down, but of course, considering this is an eco anyway, they'll absolutely be going for this, will GamerLegion. May as well try and cause some havoc. They've got a little bit of utility as well. Nade is really good on Fame, actually. Takes almost half of his health away. Problem is, though, it's Fame, Norbert, and Jame in an afterplant. They're going to have everything going for them, you would think. But there's a lot of damage coming through to VP here. Norbert will manage to deal with acoR, but in comes the charging Kios. He finds one, and Norbert's committing to the spam right now. Jame just hiding in the corner. Both these players are low. Oh, no. Big whiff from Jame, and Norbert's going to have to hit the wall bang here. Body blocks have come in, and I think it's going to be so close for GamerLegion. Kios, he's got it at the last second.
My God, I thought no ways. I can't believe it. He got on that defuse just in time. The reverse wall bang to cover his teammate defusing the bomb as well.
Oh. Come on, GamerLegion. Is that something to reinvigorate you? Is that something to ignite the flame?
A rare missed shot there from Jame. If he connects on that shot, they absolutely win the round for Virtus.pro. As GamerLegion double up their scoreline, they win themselves an eco round. That has to ignite them here on Ancient. I said 8-4 is the baseline, bare minimum. Still achievable.
Yeah, indeed. Volt. Oh, Snacks looking to go aggressive again. GamerLegion love these sort of plays. Every team in the world love these sort of plays, but Utility is firing forward. He gets one. Oh, it so could have been two. Oh, 2016 Snacks gets all three, unfortunately. Fame gets the quick trade. Kios needs to stand tall. And will manage to take Flit out and stay alive as well. Fame has once again got that deep position. It's madness on the site right now. There are so many peaks coming through these smokes. Mir finds another 2v2 out of nowhere.
Yeah, chaotic scenes right now on the speed bomb site. No plant just yet either. They know where Isaac is. acoR, he is the unknown factor in the round, and he's got a massive flank coming through from T-Spawn, and he's able to catch Mir off guard. It's exactly what he needed. Now at this point, Fame's looking to force the fight with Isaac because he knows if he can get that kill, he opens up a free path to the A bomb site. Super smart from Isaac, just repositioning altogether, not giving that fight to Fame, which he so desperately desires. acoR's also changing up his approach in towards the site right now. A lot of respect being offered up to Fame, though.
Yeah, and that could be a problem, because when you give Fame an inch, maybe he'll take a bit more than a mile. And if you can take acoR and Isaac, that will break the hearts of GamerLegion.
acoR throws that flash there towards lane and then doubles up back with his teammate. Fame's now seen them both. He's got the information available to him. There is a kit in play here for acoR, but the time is against him. Now he realizes he's the one who has to make a move. Fame looking, bobbing, weaving back and forth, trying to figure out where acoR is, but acoR's left this one too late. Now he has to stick the defuse in the smoke. The kill comes through, but no way for him to finish the defuse. Surely not again, right? Bomb should explode in his face, but it doesn't. They've done it 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, come on, GamerLegion, let's go. They've managed it 2 rounds in a row, and that's enough to put some smiles on faces. Incredible. 0.002 seconds or something is the difference between these last 2 rounds. Wow. How on earth have they got away with those? Incredible stuff. And acoR gives GamerLegion a lifeline. Sure, they can only get 4 on this half, but it's a lot better than it would have been otherwise.
There we go.
acoRs.
That's the most animation I've seen from acoRs this whole weekend. Normally the loudest player on the server, regardless of who GamerLegion are playing against.
I mean, the thing is, we're obviously getting deservedly hyped for those 2 ridiculous defuses, but all it does is change it from 8-1 to 8-3, and it's the fact that it had to be that close to finally get 2 rounds in a row.
But still, it does light up GamerLegion. It gives them that feel, it gives them the fight back, they get the ball rolling, they can settle into the groove. 8-3. Can they make it 8-4? Virtus.pro yesterday had a 6-all scoreline against MIBR. Of course, that was mirrored on either half as it went into overtime. Even with 8-4, Trav, I mean, do you think Virtus.pro just finish it off from there? You think there's a chance for GamerLegion?
I think on the CT side, VP will probably finish this one off. And they are looking to change up the pace there toward the outskirts of A. On A long, what's damage done? Flit. Oh, how has he got through like that? Volt must be so frustrated. GamerLegion were just looking to go for that push and clear out B lane. Such a huge amount of map control you can get for that position, but they only go 1 for 1.
Yeah, Flit's going to be kicking himself a little bit there that he wasn't able to get more done from that position.
Indeed.
And Snacks goes on an explorative mission, finds a wild Fame, and he comes off second best as a result. Doesn't look like GamerLegion are going to take their foot off the throttle either, as they continue to make moves in towards middle.
Fame causing more pain. Oh, that could have been a lineup for acoR. Thankfully, he's got chaos to peek off the back of him. But that kill only recovers it into a 3v3, and Fame gets away with his life. Norbert again, Space Taker. We're going to sound like a broken record, but he's doing it again, and I'm not sure that chaos is going to expect it. Another big impact kill from Norbert in this tournament. He just does it again and again. Jame getting pressured. It's an AWP fight in mid. They're getting leapt at each other, and acoR manages to win it out. It's swapped back to a 2v1 for GamerLegion. How are they winning these rounds?
Okay.
Fame again.
Fame again against acoR and Isaac. This was the exact same combination in the 1 versus 2 previously. They're going to be a lot further forward this time round, and Fame only has 41 points of health, and he's looking to force the fight as well. Into the pistol he goes, takes damage, and it's going to be Isaac to finish it off. My God, GamerLegion will actually salvage a 4th round here, winning the last 3 rounds of the half. Is that going to be enough for them to be competitive?
Just
I'm sure in another universe, GamerLegion do not get 4 rounds out of that half. That was a minor miracle, but it keeps them in this opening map.
Yeah, keeps them in the conversation. They have a slight pulse behind them right now. Can they turn that into a strong heartbeat is the question. They've got a little bit of momentum behind them. 3 consecutive rounds won, and into the second half pistol we go. Little bit of utility in the way of a molly top mid-smoke thrown as well. See what they're going to offer.
And this time Mir is
the
play with the
MIBR
smoke kit. Oh yes, they're going straight through it, but James letting them all go, and he's relaying all this information. What can he do in the side? He can get snacks, and Norbert, of course, is here to support. Volt will find one trade back. It's a great fight from Volt. What an incredible triple. It keeps the round alive for GamerLegion, but of course the issue is they have to go and grab that C4.
Oh, Mia, great adjustments. I thought he could get caught off by the Temple player, but the gods answer his prayers. It's now acoR in and amongst the 2 players, finds the first. That puts Mia on notice. acoR can recover the bomb. That A bomb side's complete, or rather the B side's completely open for business, and that's exactly where acoR is headed.
Yeah, correct decision. I would have also respected it if he went straight up for the fight, but he realized he could get out of there, and the plant is just as important almost, because it will give them something to work with in the following round. But let's see if GamerLegion can win it out. It's going to be acoR. Oh, he goes for his wide swing. He takes the Pika's advantage, but Mia is just better on this occasion.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really fault acoR. He's probably sitting there thinking, was that the best option? Like,
exactly.
You know, he had every post-plant position available to him, decides to try force the issue. Taking a raw gunfight with Mia is always a risky one. This was a great sequence of kills coming through from Volt. But that was the MIBR pistol strategy that they had used. Who was that against, actually, Trav?
I'm going to let you have a look at that one. I know exactly what you mean. I have seen it.
They used it against GamerLegion. It was against GamerLegion. I thought so.
You remembered it. There you go.
Damn.
It's all in there somewhere.
Yeah. So GamerLegion were like, that's so cool. We're going to do that as well.
There you go. There you go. Unfortunately, acoR couldn't swing and hit that headshot, and Mia deals with it nicely. Great fight from Volt, but not to be. And of course, James just having all that intel, hearing all the footsteps running past him in Red Room. Kind of a manic situation, but if there's one person to deal with a manic situation and look like he's just, I don't know, stroking his cat or something. I don't know.
He's so calm.
The most relaxed human in history.
Yeah. Does anything ever just, you know, get him
Bother
worked
Jake?
up? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Take a lot to get him uncomfortable or uneasy, which is great in your captain, right? He's just going to exude that calm mentality throughout the rest of his team.
Yeah.
We know why he's always so calm before his games as well.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Ritual made popular at this point. Either way, acoR is going to be looking to lead the charge in towards his B. Bomb side split, good for one and further damage. Norbert can't follow suit, so this B side's been completely compromised.
Mia. Now there's a player pressuring up close to his left as well. That is Snacks, but Mia will take Isaac in the meantime. Snacks needs 2, or he could have got 2. It was a great chance for it, but now it's a 2v2. Fame with the kit, and Jame is on this long flank behind. Oh, it's a long-range spray and a great shot hit by acoR. It's Fame in another clutch, and I'm not even sure he might be considering going for this one, surprisingly. Look at the health. He's got a kit. Come on, Fame.
I guess that's just in their blood to save in these sorts of situations, and even if they had the information, it hasn't been relayed. So that's going to be GamerLegion answering back with their force buy here to make sure that they don't allow Virtus.pro to pull ahead after winning the pistol.
Yeah, and of course, in the end, it shows how important that plant was from acoR. He might not have won the round, but committing to the plant at least gets them the buy in this round.
Yeah, true. Jame has looked pretty shaky. He's missed quite a few shots so far. You know, not looking as killer instinct as we normally see from him. I mean, I back him to get that kill 9 days out of 10.
Yeah, not the Jame we've seen online recently at the moment in this tournament.
Was even a great flank out of him there, man. Perfect position.
It was.
Had the jump on his opponent, but still couldn't get the kill.
Gotta give some props to Volt. He's had a slow game. We called him out as being one of the players that needs to step up for some GamerLegion firepower. Only 3 on the pistol that was eventually in vain, but 2 big entries in that round to crack it open.
Surprisingly, Virtus.pro haven't gone for the force buy here. Most teams would in this situation.
A double eco, yeah.
Yeah, most teams just force buy because they know they eco afterwards, but then you only get, what, like $4,400 in the gun round thereafter. So I think Virtus.pro, they want to make sure they have full utility. They want that AWP as well. And this is exactly what GamerLegion needed to open the door back into Ancients.
Yeah. And The one FAMAS that was available has been removed. The Galil firing off like that sounds like some sort of semi-auto sniper rifle. And it's on the third-person angle. Flit. Not much to say in this one. 10, 8, and 9. Got 8 assists already. Lots of damage in this game for Flit, but no head at the end of that round. Snacks takes that one. And the gap out of nowhere is only 3, and it should only be 2 coming in.
Yeah, and GamerLegion kept 5 players alive in that round, and as you said, there's not going to be much resistance coming into this round for Virtus or for GamerLegion either, so they can continue to further that cause and build further money. Isaac, the hero in round number 15. And little to no investment coming through for VP, so they will indeed afford a full arsenal of weaponry, full belts across the board coming into that next round as well.
Yeah.
But a prime chance for GamerLegion to reduce that gap to 2 rounds. Now, remember, Virtus.pro were leading 8-1 at one point. They've won 1 round since then. GamerLegion have won 5, about to be 6.
It's 8-1, that could have been 11-1 at half.
Should have been.
But for 3 ridiculous GamerLegion clutches. There's a massive donut stack. Now, I might enjoy that. It's a bit of a messy one. Aids are being body blocked, but Isaac and acoR sorted out. As Fame and Flit try and run them down. What's your favourite flavour donut? Do you even have donuts?
Yeah, do we have donuts in South Africa?
No. Do you have donuts?
Oh, I thought you were like, in South Africa, do you guys have donuts? You know, we ride our elephants around and pet lions. I'm a good fan of a jam donut.
Fair enough.
Yeah, jam
Fair
donut's
enough.
always a good option.
Raspberry or strawberry? Currant, maybe?
Actually, apricot.
Apricot. You know what? I'm a massive fan of apricot, so high five on that one.
Your first choice of a donut?
I think, I don't know, I'm partial for apricot for sure, actually, okay. Now you mention it.
All right, yeah. Got the taste buds going, don't I?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, all right.
Survive on apricot flapjacks when I go abroad sometimes.
I could imagine worse things.
Well, absolutely. You're not wrong. Jame looking to try and save the AK. I wonder what people will be typing in chat as he tries to do that.
Something about time and his name.
Which way round, though?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. We got to come up with the phrase.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah. I did see AZS tweeting out about how I think he had like an average death per round of 0.25, so on average dying once every 4 rounds.
Disgusting. Truly disgusting.
Been a bit more this time round. That was after just 1 map, by the way, but still.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, it's something that works very well.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's refined the style. You got to appreciate it. A pioneer in a way.
My brother has won a major doing that, so can't shake your head at it. And at nearly 99% of the time, it does. Oh, hang on a second. I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, there's a fast-paced play coming through from GamerLegion. They've changed up the pace in the first gun round, and they've completely sprawled all over this B bomb site. Virtus.pro trying to just gather stock of what's going on right now. Sure, Norbert gets the first kill. There's still a lot more where that came from, though. Isaac responds with one of his own. Volt Mac 10. Good for damage, but no frag.
So fast from GamerLegion, and Flit, just spams down Snacks through the plywood. Not much you can do about that. acoR tries to go for a pick to at least make it vaguely winnable, but it never was. And VP deal with the speed perfectly. And Jame, dropping in that flash to help out his riflers behind the site, really helped out against that GamerLegion aggression.
Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate the approach from GamerLegion in that particular round. You know, they've got some momentum behind them. They know they have a buy in the tank. They know how important this gun round is for Virtus.pro as well. Just put the pedal to the metal, go for that super aggressive option. It doesn't work out, but it was certainly worth a crack.
Indeed. Nice little view of the Elmere Exhibition Centre there, of course. Seeing some people walk in and out. It's the first time we actually got that camera shot of the left-hand side of people walking in and out there. Bit of a legendary venue, of course, where DreamHack Winter 2013 was held, of course, the first ever CSGO major. And we're back for the first ever CS2 Challenger event as well. Storied venue, and a lot of history to talk about.
Yeah, culture.
Culture.
Love that.
I love culture. Apart from the fact I'm a little bit uncultured.
Yeah, the British guy who doesn't drink tea.
I love crumpets, though.
Okay, all right. Well, you fit the bill in that regard then, at least, Trav.
That's always when you have a go at me for not liking tea. I always say, listen, I love a good crumpet, so relax. It's fine.
Well, let's see if Virtus.pro can crump this way through the round. Norbert in a forward position finds the first. Does that stop GamerLegion from committing. A smoke blooms in their face as well. Surely that's going to make them think twice about continuing with this plan.
Oh, Snax, he's far forward, trying to push toward Red Room. The problem is he's being jump spotted by Mir, so Snax is holding a line where he won't be spotted from either Donut or that Red Room area. When does he pounce? Mir, oh, he's going to hear the fallback. Hang on a second. Snax going on one of his legendary lurks here. He's got 3 players not looking at him. How much does he get done from this position? Jame will take Vault in the meantime, so Snax is going to try and flank the A bomb site instead.
Oh no.
He's only got 1 player there, but Fame was pushed so far down mid. It's unexpected for Isaac, and Snax's position is being rendered pointless.
Yeah, the problem is he needed his teammates to make some moves to give him something to do off of this position. They had to at least get into the A bomb site, and Snax isn't even going to be able to get a single kill. It was a wonderful lurk, but it amounts to nothing.
Oh, that's painful. Walking around in a Snax wonderland, but unfortunately it led to a horrible land.
Yeah, and you could see the game plan was there, right? He thought, okay, I'm going to go through and try and flank around A. Called for his teammates to come back through middle, but James' position in Donut was great, and then Fame at the bottom of middle completely spoiled that approach.
Yeah, such a shame. I mean, makes you wonder if we do go to an alternate universe and think to ourselves, okay, what if he walks behind B and taps 2 players in the back? Maybe even 3, if he gets really, really lucky.
Yeah, and that was available to him to go for those fights on the B side.
It was a possibility, for sure. I think in the end of the day, little did he know he made the wrong decision, of course, at the time.
We saw something similar from GamerLegion yesterday against MIBR. When he was on the B bomb site with the bomb, he decided against planting and playing it out. He tried to rather rotate around towards A. And I just hope he hasn't lost that killer instinct and instead just trying to play the cute approaches kind of thing instead of going for the brute force approach.
It's a possible thought process, for sure. Big give props to Mir for being ready for that as well, to be honest, reacting well. But yeah, I think maybe 3 of those ridiculous rounds that GamerLegion won on their CT side, maybe that's one that could have gone their way. This time that hasn't gone their way.
Fair dues for VP.
It all evens out eventually, exactly.
All right, well, GamerLegion did manage to build up their economy substantially off the back of the rounds they won here at the start of the T side, so at least they can continue to afford to invest here, but that money has now dwindled. So should they lose this round without a bomb plant or any guns being saved, they're in big trouble going into the next round where VP would be on map point.
Yeah, it has to be a T Ancient comeback as well. Rough to put into practice. Seen it done. VP are a tough nut to crack. MIBR took them, what was it, 48 rounds to finally crack them.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah, that's it. Fame, ooh, okay. Shows a little bit too much from Donut. Volt gets a nice pick. Jame now under a lot of pressure, knows there's a player jumped off to his right, and because of that, he goes for the pick on the left, and he's still doing more work. How is he still alive? 2 more kills, and he's got his scope up once again. He's got 3 from this. Jame, what are you doing, and how are you doing it?
Jame, the masterclass here in Donut. I'm pretty sure Snax was the first player to get into Donut. All his teammates get picked off around him. A wonderful double kill does come through from Snax to try and reinvigorate the round here for GamerLegion, but time is ticking away, and the rotations have come through as well. How do they find space for the plant? The molly will certainly aid their cause. They have a smoke grenade to work with as well, and they will finally create the space for that bomb plant.
Oh, but Norbert might just say no to this. He's creeping through the corner of that smoke. Snax not looking at it at the moment, and there goes Norbert again. He finds Snax. It's down to Isaac, and he's incredibly pinched. But right now, he can isolate both duels. Norbert is in that smoke, and Isaac knows it. He's not emerged from either corner. So actually gives Isaac a chance to fall back into all this donut area. The bomb is planted for him, but unfortunately there's a smoke available for Norbert, and he can't connect when he sees a sliver of his enemy. It's going to be so hard to fire through this smoke. Surely not possible. The bomb's about to be defused. It's being held by Norbert. Teammates covering for it, and Flip will take it. Good teamwork from VP, but nice try from GamerLegion.
I'd say good composure there from Virtus.pro as well. You know, they don't start to panic, even though there's that smoke on the site itself. Was it Flit and Mir? They just hold their nerve there really nicely. You know, they make sure that they cover all their bases, but this highlight reel from Jame is insane. He doesn't get baited in by the first player in towards Donut. He's ready for the players who are going to be swinging to try and help out their teammate. That triple kill was monumental.
Yeah, I'm so glad we caught James' POV when we saw that first player jumping over to the right as well, just to give you the idea of how calm he was to not even react to that first player.
9 out of 10 players scoped to the right side of Donut there to try and find that first frag.
Just Jame things.
Yeah, one step ahead, man.
Just Jame things.
All right, well, at least GamerLegion find a bomb plant in that losing cause in the rounds. They still have a little bit of extra money to work with here to try and deny VP the map.
Oh, the flit. Another important entry from him. Not had an explosive game, but he's had a very consistent one. And GamerLegion just rushing their way in toward A. It's a wipeout for Fame. Isaac will manage to take him posthumously, but it's acoR 1v3. He's a bit deeper on toward the A site than the perhaps VP were expecting, but as this smoke fades, they do have players keeping an eye on it, and Jame will peek it once again. It's just classic VP to close out map 1.
Yeah, really good work coming through from them. It looked a little bit shaky towards the end of that first half, but they just maintained their composure, maintained their belief. Once they got the gun rounds going in the second half, Trav, they didn't actually lose a round from there, man. It was just a masterclass in the gun rounds from VP on